Welcome back to the channel. Now I will be previewing the New York Giants taking on the Tennessee Titans. Last year the Giants, once again, just could not get anything going correctly as they finished the season 4-13. Yet another losing season in the Big Apple. Whereas the Tennessee Titans, they finished 12-5, winning their division for, I believe, the second consecutive season. But unfortunately, they got bounced in the first round. They got bounced in their first matchup. They took on the Cincinnati Bengals, and despite getting 8 sacks or 9 sacks, I do believe it was on Joe Burrow, unfortunately, Ryan Tannehill's demons definitely came out in that game, forced a late pick, and therefore their season was over. The Giants are going to be starting off this season knowing that they are, unless a miracle happens, that they are definitely not going to be playoff bound yet again. That NFC East is just too crowded, especially with the Eagles and the Cowboys at the helm. I believe one of those two teams, or potentially both of those two teams, could get into the postseason. So the Giants, I don't see them making the playoffs. It's going to be another below 500 record. And despite having Daniel Jones as your franchise quarterback, he really hasn't had that much success at the NFL record when it comes to the Giants. They just have not had a good team around him. So I do see another losing season upcoming this year. As for the Titans, this upcoming season, it will be tough. There's no guarantees, with a lot of things. And now that Matt Ryan is in your division, I know he's not in his prime, but he's still Matt Ryan. I could see the Colts giving the Titans a run for their money for the titles. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of those two teams got into the postseason. And like I said, it most likely could be a dogfight getting into that AFC title crown on the south side. So as I said before, I believe this is a make or break season, especially most likely for Tannehill. If he can overcome his demons, which is almost impossible to do, the turnovers, the inconsistency, the bad decisions, that's what really cost quarterbacks in these games. It's what cost them their positions. And for Tannehill, like I said, unless the Titans really believe that he is the guy, even though he's not really that young, I can honestly see Tannehill being ousted out of Tennessee if they either A, don't make the playoffs, or B, don't get any further than the first round. For the matchup right here, like I said, we have the Titans. They have a fantastic O-line and a really great back in Derrick Henry. They lost A.J. Brown to the Eagles, so they don't really have a whole lot of threats on the outside, but I do believe as long as Derrick Henry can have a solid season and come back from an injury-plagued season, which really hurt them last year, I can see the Titans taking this game and starting the season off 1-0. Until next time, take care.